We got significant injury news on Wilyer Abreu and Justin Slaten. The Red Sox got a huge win on the road against the Orioles, and we had a little bit of an injury scare with Richard Fitz that we will talk about in today's edition of the Red Sox Rundown. I'm your host, Jack Lauderay. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. T-minus 30. 30 is the number. 30 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. I am going to push this at the beginning of every video until we get there. Let's make it this video. 30 of you. We're looking at the new viewers. If this is your first time watching this video, hit that subscribe button. I guarantee you're going to like the content that you see on this channel because it's daily Red Sox news, rumors, injury updates. When the postseason comes around, we're going to go live for watch parties. This is the best place to be for this playoff push for the Red Sox. That is my guarantee. So 30 of you, that's all it's going to take. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 5,000 subscribers on today's video. Wilyer Abreu. That's what we're talking about first on today's video. Not great. A significant injury update in my opinion. We didn't even think Wilyer was going to have to go on the IL when this injury first occurred. Then he was put on the IL. Then the report was he was going to come back at the end of this week for the series against Pittsburgh. Well, that timeline has shifted yet again. Here's Alex Cora before yesterday's game. He said he's doing okay, progressing, but I don't know if it's going to be this week. We'll see. Hopefully there's a jump in the upcoming days. But head athletic trainer Brandon Henry feels like it's going to be during the homestand, but not this week. So we push back the timeline yet again, and we know the Red Sox have a history of not fully revealing the severity of injuries to the media and to the fans. So, how bad is this injury actually for Wilyer? Because again, when the injury first occurred, we thought, oh, it's going to be a few days, then he'll be back in the lineup. Well, then he got put on the IL. And then the report was that it was going to be at the end of this week. Well, now it's going to be next week is the report. So I don't know how to feel. From all accounts, he's taken BP, he's run around, he's been traveling with the team. Like, it doesn't seem like an issue that's that bad. But it's bad enough to constitute another week of no action, which again is at least a little bit concerning. Now, I also, on the other side of the coin, am okay with the Red Sox resting him. If he's really not good, take your time. It's just a little concerning because, again, we know the history of the Red Sox not fully revealing the severities of injuries until they absolutely have to. So, if he needs the time, give him the time. Because you need him down the stretch. You need him for the playoff push. You need him for the postseason. So if you can lose him now in a lighter part of the schedule, you bring him back during a tougher part of the schedule, that is okay. You let me know, though. Are you worried about Wilyer Abreu? Be brutally honest. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comments. Are you worried about Wilyer Abreu? It's going to be the pinned comment on today's video. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in a second. When the ad plays, let it play. If you let the ad play, it helps us here at the Red Sox Rundown. It really does, I promise you. Let it play, go down, answer the question. Y for yes, N for no. Are you worried about Wilyer Abreu? When you're done answering it, the ad is going to be over. All right, let's talk about Justin Slaten now. This is a better update. This is a good update. I always like to start with the bad news first and then get into the good news. So let's get into the good news now. Cora talked about Justin Slaten, and this is what he had to say. He said he felt good. Velo was down, but not to be worried about. We're talking to see what's next. Probably he won't need another one, talking about a rehab start. Let's see how it goes, how he goes about today and how he feels tomorrow, and then we'll decide. Through his 3 outings of rehab, he has allowed 1 unearned run, 1 hit, and 1 walk, and has struck out 5 in 3 innings of work. He's looked great. He's looked great. Nothing more you can ask for. If he's ready to go, get him in this bullpen. because the bullpen's been nails. We're going to talk about it in a minute here when we talk about the game last night. The bullpen's been fantastic over the last week or so. But getting Slaten in, I've talked about this 15 times, it seems like, on this channel over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Getting Slaten back in this bullpen, having that high leverage righty reliever to go off, to work off of with Chapman is invaluable. You're going to need him in this playoff push. You're going to need him in the postseason. So if you can get him back as soon as possible, that is another bullet in the chamber for this bullpen. I'm going to sneeze. It's gone. Another bullet in the chamber for this bullpen that has been firing on all cylinders for the last week. Yeah, last week. You need him. You need him. The fact that he's been shoving, he's been looking good. His velo's been okay. He's talking about the velo being down. He's been throwing a lot of his off-speed stuff in his outings, not a lot of his fastballs. So that's probably why the velo's down, because he's not throwing as many fastballs. But if they're not worried, I'm not worried. I'm just excited that potentially Slaten's going to be back by the end of this week. If you're excited to get Justin Slaten back, type me down below in the comments. Just type me down below as many times as possible. Can we get 100 comments on today's video? The way you can help me do that is going and typing me 4, 5, 6 times down below in the comments. I'm certainly excited to get him back, and I know you are as well. So go down below, like I've already said, type me in the comments. Real quick, Rob Refsnyder should be back within the next few days. He wasn't activated off of the IL yesterday, but should be in the next few days. So if he does, I'll make a short because there will be a corresponding move. That's why you subscribe. And that's why you subscribe. Perfect segue into my second subread of the video. That's why you subscribe, because when the Red Sox make moves, we make videos. When we got these injury updates yesterday, I made a short instantly so that you guys had the latest news. When Rob Refsnyder eventually gets taken off the IL and a corresponding move happens, I will make a short so that you guys know what's going on. And then we'll recap it in a long-form video the next day. That's my guarantee to you. You're going to get the news quicker than anybody else. You are going to be one of the most knowledgeable Red Sox fans in your friend group, in your family, anywhere, if you watch this channel. So make sure you subscribe. Like I said, 30 subs is the goal. That's the number, folks. Hit that subscribe button right now. Another reason why you should subscribe is because we recap every game, and I watch the games so you don't have to. The Red Sox win 4-3. Big win. I'm not going to lie, because you look at the starters for the rest of the series, you've got your top 3. You've got Giolito, Bello, and Crochet. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but Brooms, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But good win. Good win. You bounced back. You came back from down 2 to win the game. And yeah, it was really a few things. So Brendan Bernardino was the opener, threw a perfect first inning, 2 strikeouts, looked really, really good. Richard Fitz comes in and up and down. First 2 innings, not great. Gave up 3 runs in those first 2 innings. But then his second 2 innings were really good. So it's just starting for him that I think is the issue. And I think that's probably why they had Bernardino open for him. But it still transferred over. So his final line was 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, which was not good, and 6 Ks. He really struggled. He got 2 quick outs in, what was it, the third inning. He got 2 quick outs, and then he walked a guy, hit a guy, walked a guy, and then gave up the Colton Cowser single that scored 2. That can't happen. You can't implode like that. Thankfully, the Red Sox won this game, but it still didn't look great, to say the least. But again, then the 2 innings after that, he looked awesome and he looked fantastic, and that's good. But it was still certainly something to worry about, nonetheless. But I digress. It is what it is. The scary part of this all was that he left after throwing 1 pitch in the 6th with an arm injury, and we're like, oh my gosh, oh no. No. We cannot have another TJ. It cannot happen. Then it was diagnosed as right bicep tightness, and then Fitz spoke after the game, and he actually sounded really positive, said the testing that they did was fairly positive. He thought at the time that it was a lot worse than it actually was, and he doesn't seem like it's going to be a big issue. So we'll know as we get more updates. I'll update you guys, but he seemed fairly positive after the game. that he's going to be okay. So a very scary moment, but it seems like not going to be a big deal. But again, when we get more info, I will keep you updated. So that's a good, maybe dodged a bullet there. And then the rest of your bullpen was nails. I already talked about it. Steven Matz comes in, gives you 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 Ks. Looked good. Garrett Whitlock gives you the 8th. Got a little chippy there, had a few base runners, but he got out of a jam. 1 hit, 3 Ks. Looked good. And then Aroldis Chapman gives you an efficient, perfect 9th. Aroldis Chapman is doing, this is like, honestly, and people are saying it, this is like the best season of his career, and he's like in his late 30s. Like, that's something. And I think if any of us would have said at the beginning of the season that Aroldis Chapman was going to be having a career year and leading, having 25 saves and being like by far one of the best closers in the game, I think we all would have said you're absolutely crazy. But here we are. That's the world we live in. And yeah, it's great to see the bullpen kind of bouncing back. They had a rough, week or so there a few weeks ago, but during this road trip, they've been really good. And the Red Sox, a team that we've criticized for not being able to win on the road, are now 4-1 on this road trip. Not against horrible teams. The Yankees, as much as we want to meme them, are still a relatively good team. And then the Orioles, they swept you at home last week. So going 4-1 so far against division opponents is a good thing. Offensively, you didn't really do much. 7 hits, 2 walks, 11 Ks. It was really 2 swings. It was Roman Anthony lead off, home run, top of the first, absolutely destroyed a pitch from Sagano. And yeah, this kid is special. He's a grown-ass man, even though he's only 21 years old, and looked phenomenal at the plate and was great 2 for 4 tonight. Scored 2 runs, 1 RBI, 2 Ks. He strikes out. He's striking out, but when he hits the ball, he hits it hard, and it goes far. So that was really great to see. And then Jarren Duran, he was the other guy, the clutch 3-run home run in the top of the 5th, like to give you the lead, and that's all you needed. It was 2 swings, but it was great to see. I got to mention Masataka Yoshida, who goes 2 for 3 on the day as well. I've got to mention Connor Wong, who goes 2 for 4. Like that, those were your hits. 2 for Anthony, 2 for Yoshida, 2 for Wong, and 1 from Duran, and that was it. But you did what you needed to do. You had the poise to make it happen. You had players come up clutch in big moments. And that's what winning teams do. That's what playoff teams do. And at the end of the day, you got the win. And on a day when, I haven't looked at the scores, let's look at them right now. On a day when the Royals lose, which is huge, the Guardians lose, which is huge, the Blue Jays won, again, it's baseball. The Blue Jays win, you win, the Blue Jays lose, you lose, whatever. The Mariners are losing 4-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. A lot of game left to be played there. And the Rangers are losing to the Angels 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees beat the Nationals, so you didn't gain any gap there. But you're creating gap where you need to. You'll be at, still where you were with the Yankees when they end up winning. But as it stands right now, you're going to be 4.5 up on Kansas City? 5 up on Kansas City? Something like that? 5 up on Kansas City, I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, you're looking really good right now. No, yeah, that's right, because the Yankees already played today. You are going to be 5 up on Kansas City for that last wildcard spot. That's valuable. And look, you want to get home field advantage. You're a half game up on New York. Just keep winning. It's as simple as that. The Yankees schedule lightens up, but we've seen that they are susceptible to playing bad baseball. And you won the season series, so that's the tiebreaker. So you just need to keep pace with the Yankees, and then you'll get home field advantage. Let me know, do the Red Sox win this series? Giolito tomorrow, Bayo on Wednesday, Crochet on Thursday. You let me know in the comments. Type W if you think they're going to win the series, or type D if you think they'll be denied from winning the series, is whether that be a split or just straight up losing the series. I'm going to type my W for win. I honestly thought that last night's game was the game you were at most risk of losing. So for you to win that game is huge. So I'm going to type my W for win, but you let me know down below in the comments. That's where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for taking time to watch this video. Once again, 30 subscribers away from 5,000. Let's get there, guys. Let's just do it. We're right there. I can taste it. We're so close. And also go follow me on Twitter. I'm going to leave that down below in the comments and description of today's video. Just got over 1,000 followers. Let's keep growing that community over there too. That is the best place to reach out to me in terms of DMs, just replying to tweets, all of that. I am on Twitter more than anywhere else on the internet. So go follow me over there. Again, link down below in the comments in the description. That's where we're going to end it all. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll be back later tonight with a short recapping the game, and then again tomorrow morning with a full-length video. You guys already know the deal. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, go Sox.